Hello and welcome back to Sonny Talks Spurs, and today I'm going to be arguing the point that James Maddison is the best player in the Premier League at the moment. But before we get into this one, if you are new on the channel, why don't you leave a like on the video, subscribe to Sonny Talks Spurs and hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I've gone live. Now, let's get into the video. I seem to start every video with this, but Spurs are still top of the league. All the players are playing fantastically. And who is one of the best players? Who is the star player in the Spurs side? Who is leading the way as our talisman? Could be Son, but actually it is James Maddison. Honestly, how many videos am I going to do about him and just absolutely praising him until the cows come home? He is a wonder. He is a marvel. He is fantastic. And it's just so good to see. You know, obviously signed him in the summer from Leicester City for £40 million, but actually it was £30 million because Harry Winks went the other way for £10 million. And his impact has been incredible. I thought he would be good, but really not this good straight away. He is just a sensation. I'm just so shocked already about how he has hit the ground running. I thought he'd be good. I thought he would be the new Hoddle, but just not this quick. He is just absolutely incredible. And, you know, Ange Postecoglou convinced him on the project. He signed up to it straight away and we're reaping the rewards. It's just so good to see him have an impact in the games so far, you know, just being really creative, adding that creative string to our bow that we haven't had at Tottenham since Christian Eriksen left. So it's just really, really fun. He's just fun to watch, fun to, you know, just be part of this team and actually like be a player who is Tottenham through and through, like on and off the pitch. He bleeds lily white and he just is a Tottenham player. It's hard to, you know, when you just think of Tottenham players in the past, you know, with their flair and skill and just the way they, you know, your Berbatovs and people like that. He has that all within him and he has the confidence to back it up. And, you know, when he was at Leicester, he was a great player, led them to, you know, glories in Europe and, you know, FA Cup triumph. But I feel like he's actually gone a step further in his Tottenham career. You know, he's going to become like a world-class player because he's playing under a better attacking manager compared to Brendan Rodgers in Ange Postecoglou. And he's linking up so well with Son. You know, he's dropping deep, pinging balls like Harry Kane did and just creating. And, you know, he's a different option to Harry Kane. Obviously, the question would be, would they have played well if they were in a team together? Hard to say because they both want to drop deep. They both want to get in and around the box. Kane would get more in the area as well. But we've seen, you know, Maddison's goals against Bournemouth and Fulham, these little like strikers finishes. We've also had his goal against Burnley where he whips it, you know, from the edge of the area. He has got everything in his locker. He's just linking up so well with all the players, you know. The wingers, he's really doing well with Richarlison, Kulusevski and Basuma and Sarr in the midfield. It's just a really good unit all around and he just takes us to a next level and we're taking him to the next level as well, which is just fantastic to see. But now let's look at some of his key stats. Obviously, I need some stats in my argument when I'm talking about him being one of the best players in the Premier League. Let's look at his Premier League stats so far then. So 3 goals in the Premier League. He's averaging 0.3 goals per match. You know, he's got 3 goals with his right foot, all with his right foot. He's had 28 shots, 15 on target, obviously a 54% shooting accuracy, and he's missed 2 big chances, which is interesting. And when it comes to team play, he's got 5 assists. He's had 478 passes, which is 47.8 passes per match. He's created 6 big chances. He's done 58 crosses. You know, cross accuracy not as good, but 58, you know, it is what it is. 8 through balls and 20 accurate long balls as well. And, you know, the proof is in the pudding there. He is just an attacking phenomenon. It is unreal. He has set the Premier League alight. He is making some of the other midfielders in the Premier League look like a joke. But I'll get more onto that as the video goes on. But even looking at his FB Rev, which will be on screen now, look at these stats. They are just Absolutely incredible. A 0.22 non-penalty goals. He has got a 0.28 non-penalty XG. A shot total of 3 per 90. His assists are 0.45. His XAG, his expected assisted goals is 0.39. His non-penalty XG and his XAG is 0.67. His shot created actions are 6.54. Passes attempted, 44.42 per 90. Pass completions, 74%. Progressive passes, 6.69. Progressive carries, 3.08. Successful take-ons, 2.12. He is just such an amazing outlet. I can't believe the likes of Chelsea turned him down. Newcastle missed out on him. They are going to really regret that. We have somehow signed one of the best players in the Premier League. If Leicester hadn't got relegated, I don't think we would have got our hands on him. That's how good he is. It's just so incredible to see. He is amazing. Now, this is a very key part as well, what we're going on. You know, all those numbers just show how effective he is in a team that is just so fluid, and the way Ange plays is quite total football, so it relies on people like moving and shifting, and he is just willing to do the hard work. He'll track back, he'll go forward, he'll run, you know, and as long as we keep him fit, he's going to be vital to us getting towards the top of the Premier League. Not necessarily win it, but, you know, definitely top 4, top 5, European football back at White Hart Lane. It's fantastic to see. Now, we're going to move on to the key debate. How and why he is one of the best players in the Premier League, especially in his position. So I remember at the beginning of the season, many players, you know, there was a lot of debates on who's better over Kevin De Bruyne, Martin Ødegaard, Mason Mount and James Maddison. And obviously we can't talk about Kevin De Bruyne. He is injured and Kevin De Bruyne is in a league of his own. Let's just put it that way. Martin Ødegaard not having a good season. By all accounts, like last year, especially during that last period where Arsenal bottled the league, you know, he was a phenomenon. He was one of the players who was really trying to drag them through as the captain. But this season has gone missing. He's been the ghost of the Emirates. And Mason Mount, no point talking about Mason Mount really, has not offered anything for Manchester United. Obviously been injured as well. James Maddison is just head and above. He's the best midfielder in the Premier League at the moment, the best creator, you know, versatile. He can score goals. He can do just about anything for Ange Postecoglou's side. And I think when he faces Chelsea next week, he is going to put them to the sword and show them why they missed out on such a good player, because he's too old at 26, obviously, and Chelsea didn't want him because he was 26. Just think about that one. I think he would be amazing for Chelsea. Poch, he could be their new, you know, the Dele Alli of Poch's new regime in the Premier League. But they missed out on him. But it's our game. We'll have him. And Ange Postecoglou will reap the benefits. Levy, got to take your hat off for this one. You've done well, my son. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Is James Maddison the best player in the Premier League? Is he the best midfielder in the Premier League? List, you know, who is better than him in the Premier League? I think the list is quite short at the moment. But yeah, that's today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a like. Subscribe to Sonny Talks Spurs, and I'll see you very, very soon. And a ciao.